cool, we're up and running. So I'm going to take this over there and then we'll swap over. You might find the steering a bit different, only because it's a bit bigger. Yeah, but it's light, it's not going to be heavy or anything. And
is it like more comfortable?
Yeah, I think you'll find everything a bit softer. The brakes, I mean, it's a quite powerful car. The one that you're in just now is, I think, about 150 brake horsepower. This is 335, so you have to be quite delicate with the gas pedal with it. But it's once, because of your experience just now, you'll be fine with this. I don't think you'll have any problems whatsoever. And just remember that I'm here to help if I need to. You know, I've got dual controls, so you know, just enjoy it. Where's the sun gone? Is it just hiding behind a cloud?
It felt really hot sitting.
It is warm. It's lovely, isn't it?
And there was 4 AMGs, so they were racers, so it's quite nice to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, they were doing the. They do a display. It's a silver. They call themselves Silver Arrows. It's a nice little display. I mean, it's a lovely facility. This. Have you been here before?
We have. I first came when he was 3 years old.
Okay.
The first time, and he done, you know, the little learner ones.
Yeah.
He done that, and then he's been with his dad. I think he came like another 2 times.
Yeah. Well, Dad's obviously a car man because he's yeah. Yeah, I think it's a great facility. I only started here just a year ago. It's my semi-retirement job, and I love it. I just do.
Jackie, the front desk.
I do about 6 or 7 days a month, and to me it's not work. I'll not stop until they don't want me to do it.
Enjoying it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we stayed at the Brooklands Hotel.
Is that nice?
It is nice.
Yeah.
When we came first, it was 2015.
Right. Hmm. Come on. We did say it was playing up. Let's try this one. Eee! I thought we were going to be stuck. This is the they said that it's one of them's playing up. They've obviously swapped it for a new one and left the old one down here, so we got there in the end. This is where we swap over. This is not the track. This will take us down to the track. Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to swap.
I've seen the track before.
Have you?
Yeah, I've watched like a YouTube video.
Have you?
Yeah.
So you know what to expect. You're in front of the game. So that's cheating. Because I like to surprise people with it. So what?
I don't remember all of that.
Oh, you're fibbing now. You do. You remember all of it. So.
I watched it like a few years ago. Like not a few years ago.
Yeah.
Like 1 year ago, and I also watched it a few days ago.
Jackie to Rachel.
I'm going to turn a few bits off. I'm going to turn off the stop-start because we definitely don't need that. I've also turned off the parking sensors, okay? Because otherwise they'll be going nuts with what we're about to do. If you can remember where that button is, because sometimes with us changing drives and that, they might come back on again and we'll turn them off because they'll be too noisy. I want you to get in, get yourself real comfy. You know the electric seats, the steering wheel's done like that. Yeah, until you feel really comfortable sitting here. Don't drive off without me. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Everybody has the same problem. Yeah, give it a good old pull. Yeah.
Is that automatic?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, is the door shut? Oh, okay.
I think it is. Yeah. You have to normally really slam them, but it's showing it shut. Yeah. So just play about until you're really comfortable. I would go back here. That's it. No, like this. It flops like that.
Just on the way,
Where's that?
Jackie.
See that? That's the one.
Thank you.
Is that better? Feeling comfy? Yeah, get yourself comfortable.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah? Do you want to put your seatbelt on now then? 'Cause otherwise I'll forget. I mean, it beeps at you when you don't put it on, but I do keep forgetting. Sun's come out again, which is wonderful. Let's get some fans on so that we're nice and full. Right, so give it a little rev. I think you're a little bit far away. You might want to go
Yeah.
forward a little bit by pushing
This
it.
one?
Yeah, just push it. Imagine it's your seat and do that. So look, that's it. That's cool. I reckon you're about right now. If you give it a tiny little rev, what you're trying to do is just get the gas above 1 on the rev counter. That's it.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah, just a little rev. You'll see why later on. Yeah? That's great. And now go to the brake pedal with your right foot for me. That's it. Press it. And then go to your gas pedal again. Give it a little rev. And then go to brakes. Happy you know where they both are?
Yeah.
So keep your foot on the brake then. If you select drive like you did in the car, which is pushing it down. So actually push it all the way down rather than tap it. That's cool. And then I'll take these off. If you take your foot off, it's going to start to roll and we're going to steer down there. That's cool. And have a look to where you want to steer to. And then drive down there, nice and gentle. Get used to it all. Yeah, you don't need brakes. Just let it roll. And let's go and have a look at this little course that you've already had a little sneak preview of. Bit of forward planning. Tiny little bit of gas just to let it roll along. So we're going to get a feel for the brakes now, because they are quite powerful. So if you go to the brake pedal and do gentle pressure and firmer pressure to bring it to a stop, lovely, it's good braking. Go back to your gas pedal and then drive ahead. So it's very bumpy, isn't it? The best way to, and you can go a little bit fast, tiny little bit of gas. The best way, if it gets really bumpy, to make the car smoother, is to just take your foot off the gas pedal, because the slower you're going,
yeah,
the less
just
bumpy
roll
it is. What you find is the car can do all of it, but us inside will get thrown around if it's too bumpy. Yeah. We're going to turn left in a minute, and we're turning into a storm drain that's only wide enough for the car. Now the issue with that is that if there's one coming out, there'll be a problem. So when we get down there's a mirror on a pole, and we're going to have a good look in it to see whether it's clear. Can you see the mirror? You can see it before me.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
see any cars.
I don't see anything in it, but we'll have a little look as we turn in.
Just slowly go.
Yeah, just turn in. No, don't worry, if there is something, just reverse out. Yeah, a little bit steering, man, a little bit more steering perhaps. And then just do what you're doing in the car. When you get round, is just look up. You don't need brakes, just let it roll.
Oh,
And
that's
then-
great. I was used to the other car.
Oh no, this is much higher.
Right.
This is much higher. Yeah, get it in a nice straight line and a little bit of gas then to go along. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through this barrier, and then we're going to stop, and we're going to help the car out by putting it into what's called low ratio, so that it can deal with some of the things we're going to do. Yeah? What can you see in front of you?
Aria.
Yeah, so when we get a bit closer, I'll try and get that to go up, and then we're going to go straight on. But when we go straight on, as soon as we've cleared the barrier, we'll stop for a moment and just help the car out a bit. Make sure that this is working. Keep rolling up, it's fine. There you go, and just roll through nice and straight. Yeah, keep going. What can you see in front?
Like stones.
Yeah, let's go up to the stones and stop just before them. A little bit of gas here just to help the car. And try and get nice and straight. We're going to go all the way over those stones, so we want to be really straight over them. There's a thing, if you stop here, a few minutes to stop, so if you press that button there, what you get is you get forward facing cameras, and where the yellow lines are is where we're going to go. And what we want to do is we don't want it to go off into that grass, so when we go forward we're going to sort of straighten it up a little bit, but don't worry for the moment. I'm going to show you something, and I'm going to help because it's too tricky at the first time. Just going to put it into neutral, so it's in between gears. If you press that button for me there, it's going to come up low range on. If you push it back down into drive, and then I lock it in, you notice it's changed to manual 1. So what's happened now, the car's going to be really slow, but all of its power is at low speed.
Oh.
So what it means, when you get up to these rocks, if you don't use your gas pedal at all, it will try and basically crawl over the rocks using low down power. Yeah. So if you release your brake and just go up to the rocks, get it nice and straight using this camera. If you have a little look now, that's cool. Perfect line. Just let it. Don't do any gas. If it gets stuck, I'll tell you what to do. Then just relax, sit back. You'll get a bad back. Just relax. Just let the car do it. So it'll want to walk over them, and if it gets stuck, remember that really tiny bit of gas we were practicing? That's what we use to get it out. It might not get stuck. This line's quite good. A little slide there. Do you feel it? Yeah. Have a little look ahead and tell me what you see. Oh, it's got stuck. Tiniest little bit of gas, just above 1. That's it. Finish. No more gas. That's all it needs. Because all of the strength is at low speed. Yeah. So we've got a little bit of water here. Problem with water is that you don't know what's in it. I do with this one. It's not deep. We're just going to drive through it. It's more like a puddle. And then we're going to go round the corner, and I'm going to have to help quite a lot, but I'll explain when we get round there. You can go to a little bit of gas. Just keep going forward. It's fine. When we get round here, what we need to do is we need to be over my side with that long line of wood right underneath the car. What's happened is the thing's broken, so we can't do it the proper way. So yeah, keep going. A little bit of combination of the camera. If you come over my way now, if you go to straight, that's it. And we want my wheels in this puddle basically. Yeah, go to straight with your steering now. It's not straight at the moment. That's cool. Yeah. The only reason I'm being quite.
Should I go straight?
Yeah. The reason I'm trying to be come over my side. Don't be tempted to steer. Is that when it broke, there's little metal things sticking up, and it'll give us a puncture, and then you'd have to get out and change the wheel. So a little bit of gas to go. Nice straight line. You've got it perfect. And then we'll just look ahead, and we're going to do a couple of bits up here that are fun. Have you already worked out that the car's very slow and noisy now? Yeah. It's because of manual 1. Yeah, a little bit of gas, you're fine. Sit back and relax, it's fine. Or do the backrest. I don't want you to get a bad back. So, a little bit of gas. Little puddle up here, it's nothing, it's just a muddy puddle. We're going to go straight through that. Are you comfortable in the back, cool enough and things? Yeah. Keep going, don't worry about the puddles. You don't need the brakes here, just look ahead, just go through. It's a lovely clean car at the moment. Let's look at it at the end, see what it looks like. Nice little bit of gas, just go right through the water. Is that you and Dad up there? I think it might be actually. A little bit of gas. It's gone. It is. What we're going to do here is I want you to steer around to the right hand side, and you see the rocks there?
Yeah.
I want to go in that little path just the other side of the rocks, yeah? So a nice little bit of gas here. Yeah, a little bit more gas, just a tiny bit more. And now we're going to go steering round to the left. But when you get round here, what I want you to do is, we're hardly any gas. If you slow right down, just steer up the side of this.
What, go
Yeah,
up
go
then?
up here, go up here. Steer over, with no gas, just let it crawl up. That's it. Yeah, now steer to the right a little bit. Yeah, keep a little bit more right, so I want it. And stop in here for me. Feels a bit strange, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah? So we're at about sort of 20 degrees at the moment. These can go over, these can lean over safely at 35 degrees. So there's parts of the course where you can get them to over 30, and you can actually put the window down, put your arm out and touch the floor. Yeah, in the 30 ones. Yeah. Do you see that mound of earth there? See, there's like a bump of mud here, just in front of us, and you've got this hill just to your right. What I want us to do is I want us to come down off here, do a little circle to get on that mound of earth to face the hill. So if you come off your brake pedal now, and just let it run down, and then we're going to do a big loop to get on top of that mound there. So a little bit of gas here. A little bit more gas, a little bit more. And then we're going to go all the way around my side and do a big circle to get on top of that. I'd go wider because you want to be nice and straight and go. Now start to steer around to the right hand side. This was all under a metre of water 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's all dry. It's all, and it was hilarious fun. And you're going to go on top of this mound here, and it's dried up real quick. Yeah, on this one. That's it. And then see that hill that's in front of you? What we're going to do is we're going to drive up that. We're going to use the camera a little bit to make us nice and straight. So go to straight, a combination of looking ahead and using the camera lines. Yeah. But when you go up it, I want you to go up quite slow, and then I want you to stop when you can't see the top of that building. Do you see that building?
Yeah.
So if you a little tiny bit of gas here, look ahead, don't worry about your dials. Little bit of gas. Keep going up, nice bit of gas here, a little bit more. A little bit more. As soon as you can't see the top of the trees, I want you to stop. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Keep going. Keep going. A little bit more because I can still see the trees. A little bit more. Keep going. I can't. I can. So a little bit more. A little bit. Yeah, stop there for me. Just squeeze your brake. Feels a bit odd, doesn't it? How's it in the back? Good.
Yep, good.
So the next stage we're going to do is we're going to get on the top and we're going to stop. And then I'm going to discuss the cameras a little bit with you, so that you see the benefit of them. So if you want to go onto the top now until it's flat, it won't roll back, it's got a hold facility. That's it. Keep going, and I want you to stop when we're flat. About now, just stop here for me, squeeze your brake. So if we didn't have the cameras, yeah, you wouldn't know what was underneath you, would you? Yeah. Whereas with the cameras, you know that there's nobody there. Yeah, which is really good. It's in manual 1, so I want you to go halfway down and stop. So just easing it back off, and just squeezing your brakes about now for me. If you squeeze your brake, so keep on the brake though, so we don't want it to go down anymore. Right, so another odd angle, isn't it? So let's say that this was a bigger slope, and it was wet and muddy, and it started to slide. Yeah, you'd be tempted to brake harder, wouldn't you? The problem with braking harder if it's sliding is it just keeps sliding. In manual 1, if you take your foot off the brakes, the engine would take you down slowly, yeah, which is a safer way of doing it. So I know it's going to feel a bit unnatural, but just take your foot off the brakes, just completely now. Yeah, just take them off, take it completely, and you'll feel it. Do you feel it come in?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go into that bit of water there. Drive into that water. A little bit of gas. Trouble with water is you don't know how deep it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't know whether there's any holes. Let's go and have a look. So nice and slowly in, only because if you go too fast it comes over the bonnet. And again, only 2 weeks ago you couldn't see any of this grass, it was so deep. Again, you don't know if there's any holes in here, let's see if there is.
Do I go up here?
Yeah, go to the right, that's fine. Just a hole. Shall we go and see if we can find a little climb? Yeah? Happy to do that? Yeah? It's a bit bumpy down here, just keep going straight, but take your time over the bumps. You're being too nice. You're being too nice. You can go a little bit faster and then slow down for the bumps. Because we haven't had to apologise to your mum yet. And we're going to have to do it at least once on this ride. Yeah. Keep going straight and tell me what you see when we get a little bit further down. You both alright in the back? Yeah? Yeah, keep going straight. A little bit more gas, tiny bit more gas. You're being way too nice to the car. What do you see ahead of us now?
It goes like down.
Yeah, and what do you see in the little down bit?
Water.
Yeah, we're going to turn left into the water.
Go down it?
Yeah, turn left and just go nice and slow because of the concrete sides. We want to stay in the water if we can. Nice and slowly round. Let's see what we can find round here. Yeah, whipping it round here. Loads of steering, get it round. The problem here is the concrete sides, so we try and get right in the middle of the water. It's just a storm drain, basically.
Wait, is it fully turned this?
Yeah, I think you're full on, but you can see that you're fine. It's going around really nice. I just hope I've gone the right way. Can't remember. A little tiny bit of gas just to let it go along and tell me what you see ahead of you.
Oh, well, that's very steep.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Proper little climb, isn't it? If you stay over my side as you come up to it, yeah, and we want to be right over my side but really straight. So go to really straight now, and I want you to stop here for me. Let's just stop. We're just going to check the camera. So let's have a look at it. It's a bit of a climb, isn't it? So there's a couple of things that can help on the car. If I press that button, it's called a diff lock. So what it will do is it will equal up the power from front to back. But you don't need that. We can try it without it. Yeah. The key is the accelerator.
Yeah, because if you go like.
Yeah, if you give it way too much, if you get halfway, you'll see it's quite steep. If you give it a load of gas, it'll just sit there wheel spinning. Yeah. Whereas if you get it just above the 1 and can keep it there, it'll go up this really easy. So we're nice and straight. So just to reassure everybody in the back, if it does want to come back down again, all we do is stop and come down. It really isn't.
Yeah, I'll go
it isn't-
slowly down.
Yeah, but I mean, if you take it nice and even, but what happens is, like any car, when you get halfway up there, because it's 2.5 ton, the engine revs will drop. Yeah, so it's you adjusting it so it's just above the 1. Should we give it a go? Yeah. So if you take your foot off, go to your gas pedal, get just above 1, and keep it there. And as it starts to drop in a minute, just think, no, I'm going to give it a little bit more. Try and do it nice and smooth though. Keep it like that. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Nice and smooth. Made it look easy. And then steering down to the right. And just squeeze your brakes to come down. Easier than you thought? Yeah, in the back, did you enjoy that?
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? If you go to the right, we're just going to go through, see where that concrete is? Going to go around there. Just let it roll down, and you don't need to keep putting the brakes on, honestly. Go round to the right. On crawl it'll be fine, and then a little bit of gas when you think you need it. And I'm going to show you the slope that sadly I'm not allowed to let you do anymore. It's the one I'm going to show you is licence holders only now. It wasn't before. Oh, better put our windows up. Is your window up? I think it is actually. No, no, put it up. It's the front there. Yeah, it's right. The other one. That's cool. All it is are these brambles. It might come through and scratch you. Cool. And then just go through nice and slow here. Yeah, a tiny little bit of gas. Just look ahead as far as you can. Yeah, off you go. Don't worry too much. Use a combination of looking ahead on this so that you know where the car's going. You can see why I wanted the windows up again. Yeah. A little bit off to the right, actually, a tiny bit. That's cool. A little bit of a bump coming up, or you might miss it actually. You'd be all right. Yeah, keep going. And when we get to the end, we're going to follow it round a little bit to the left. And then I'm going to show you, if you go a little bit over that way, just because of these branches, I'm just going to slow you down. That's good. Yeah, nice and easy on that gas pedal and go round. And go round to the left here for me. And then when we get to the bottom of this bit, if you just stop and we have a look at the slope on the right hand side, because your mum might be tempted to come back and do it.
Wait, where should I go?
If you just stop at the bottom here, go for this one here. If you stop here for me, just squeeze your brakes. Sadly I'm not allowed to let you do that. We used to be allowed to do it with non-licensed holders, but they've stopped, and I don't really know why, because the car does it easily. But there's obviously a reason. It's something to do with health and safety. What we're going to do now is you're going to do a lot of steering to go through this water and go back that way. So all yours.
I think I should return a bit.
I reckon you'll be alright.
Oh, yeah.
So we haven't had to say sorry to your mum yet, have we? No. You've been too smooth, you've been too nice. What we're going to do now is we are going to go, can you see the little slope up there with the little ridges in it?
Yeah.
I want you to go up to the top of that and stop on the top for me.
What, the ridges?
Yeah, just drive straight up there and stop at the top.
I didn't see that coming.
Sorry mum, I knew it was going to happen. Hey, sorry mum, it's me saying sorry, not you, you're the driver. So, you keep it nice and smooth up here for me, yeah? Nice and smooth, no bumpiness. Make them all comfortable in the back, yeah? Yes. No, really. So,
Try go a bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, go right up to the top. And then tell me how we can make sure it's safe to go down. So squeeze your brake here. What's going to help us? If I block the cameras, we wouldn't see anything, would we? But the cameras are going to tell you everything. And a little look left and right and the camera means that we know we can go down safely, yeah? So go down nice and slow, and I'll show you why it has to be slow at the bottom, because the front of the car will be about an inch off the ground at the bottom, yeah? You'll see. Yeah, just cover your brake all the way down until we get to the bottom. Little squeeze. We're going to end up going through that bit of water there. So if you
Left.
no, we're going to go straight on.
Oh.
Nice and slow. Little squeeze. Just see how close it comes. You see what I mean? If you shot
Yeah.
down there at speed, it would dig a big hole. Yeah. What can you see in front of you?
Water.
Yeah.
It's going on that.
So we're going to go into there. Can you notice anything about the sides of it?
It's very tight.
Concrete. And it's really tight, so we're going to really take our time in here. We want to be in the middle of the water all the way, because otherwise if we hit the concrete sides it'll scratch the car and I'll get told off. Yeah? And let's go and have a look what's in here. And if you just stop there for me now, if you just come to a stop, so I'm going to turn these fans down a little bit so we can hear. I'm going to get rid of the stereo. What lock have you got on?
Top of the roof.
Yeah, you're right. Listen to that noise. Can you hear it? Do you know what that is?
Water.
It's the exhaust under the water.
Oh.
The whole exhaust is under the water, and it's pushing the water out like a speedboat does. Yeah. If you let it roll forward, then we're gonna. You're right at the moment. We just want to watch that we're in the. If we're right in the middle of the water, we're
Is this
perfectly safe.
accurate?
Pretty accurate.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll use that one.
Yeah. Bit of both. Look ahead as well. So this in the winter we still run to 5:30. So this is pitch dark, and the only lighting we got is our headlights. And it is honestly
Must
like
be fun.
it's like a Disney ride. It's wonderful. I love it in the winter. And the water's normally deeper. The only time we're not allowed through here is if we can't see the top of the walls, because obviously you'd hit. So yeah, keep steering up. We're going to go up to the right towards the barrier now. We've only had to say sorry to Mum once, haven't we? Yeah. Let's see if we can do something about that. You drive up to the barrier and then stop for me. Funny old noise, isn't it? Chug, 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 chug.
Just here, yeah.
Now go a bit further. We'll stop just before the barrier. Keep it nice and smooth though, yeah? Yeah, go on. Hold on. You won't give my radio out, would you, from there, please? Can you get it? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, go to John Ryan.
Yeah, John, you have a half hour also.
And where should I go?
Yeah, thanks very much. No, if you just stop here for a second. You got over there smoothly. I don't know how you did that. That ruined my whole day. That did. Go to the barrier and we're going to lift it up. Cool. And just steer him around nice and smooth. And then we'll get stopped once we're actually away from the barrier, and we'll get rid of that manual one so that it drives normally again. Yeah, get it nice and straight here. And if you bring it to a stop here for me, I think we're clear with the barrier wheel. Can you remember what I did? We pushed it in between gears. So if you just push it up a little bit and we get the red writing comes up. That's it, cool. And if you press that button again for me, then it come up low range off. If you just